Hello, hello, my friends. That sounds wonderful, Miss Sally. Enjoy your dinner. Uh, hello, Miss Angela. How are you tonight? I had pretty good weekend. I got feeling better. Still coughing, just not as bad as last week, thankfully. So, I'm on the mend. I'm on the way to getting back to feeling good again. I have some exciting stuff to talk to you guys about once we get a few people in here. Hello, Miss Maribel. How are you tonight, honey? That started. Hello, Miss Cindy and Miss Mary. Welcome in. Great to see you, ladies. Hmm. Well, that's cool. We will do that. Go. Oh, I gotta stay over here so I can see who gets them. Jennifer Redgate, Kristen F, Miss Demetra, Tina, and Suzanne, the Swedish Yarny Hooker. Congratulations, my friends. And let's see, Miss Mandy's in the house. Welcome in. And Miss Deborah's in the house. Welcome in, sweetheart. And Jen Snow, welcome in. It's great to see you all. Hello, Miss Cindy Lou. I'm feeling pretty good. I still got a bit of a cough when I go from, the cold to the heat or from the heat to the cold. I have bronchitis or, I have it's a yearly thing. It's not the bronchitis that can be passed, it's the bronchitis that I just cough up yucky stuff sometimes. And unfortunately, that's what I'm going through right now. But it's getting better. I finished finally one hank of yarn out of, the out. I finished off a full hank for the shawl that I'm working on, and holy smokes, is this really delayed? And it's not actually that color; it's more teal than it is blue. Unfortunately, even with this camera, it does not like the color teal. So I've got one more hank to put into that, and then I can send that off to the friend that it is being made for. Thank you, Miss Cindy. Oh my goodness, I think my eyes are getting worse. And I finally came up with, as I was sitting here tonight waiting for the uh, live time to get here, I decided what was going to go into our mystery treasure house is what I'm calling it. The advent calendar that I picked up. Um, you might notice that it with the goal that if we hit the goal, one of the people that put in a super chat will get to choose a number 1 through 31. That door will be pulled, and then excuse me, that prize will be added to the monthly live prize. Now, I don't have the doors filled up tonight. So if we get to that point tonight, we will pick a winner, but then they will be able to choose the door next week. I would say this week, but I don't have any of them inside. I just tonight chose what was going inside and how many of each. So they're not inside yet. So I don't want you to pick a number and then think that that influenced me as to what went into that box. So we will pick the person tonight, and they will, at next week's live or after next week's live, they will be able to pick the number, and that will be added to our monthly live giveaway for this month. I hope that that makes sense. Hello, Miss Mandy. Welcome in, sweetheart. All right. So, what I chose to put into the house, now we have 31 boxes. Now, obviously, the prizes won't fit in the box. So, what I'm going to do is make up, little tabs of paper. One each will go into the box. If it is something that will fit in the box, such as stitch markers or something like that, then they will go in the box. But if it's something bigger, like a hank of yarn or a bag or something like that, just the little tag indicating what it is that has been won, and then we will show it from there. So we're going to put in one hand-dyed yarn of one hand-dyed hank of yarn, one hand-spun hank of yarn. We're going to have 3 tea spots where you will get some packets of tea. We will have 5 spots where there are stitch markers. We will have 5 spots where it is something made by me that is not stitch markers or yarn or a bag. So maybe something like a gnome that is, now, hey, back up now. Hey, there you go. Thank you. A hand painted gnome or something like that, the pressed wood, something like this here that you can paint, or I don't know, a macrame item, something that I've made that's not one of the particulars that's been put in. We will have 3 small bags, such as like the takeout bag, the 100-gram cake bag, the smallest bag that I make in the knot bags, a hook and needle bag, something like that. We will have 2 medium bags, which is obviously a medium-sized bag. We will have 5 cake cozy spots, 1 bag set spot, 3 spots for stickers, and 2 spots for a handmade sun catcher from me. Now, obviously, we're not going to get through. We don't do 31 lives a month. I couldn't do it. I'm just being honest. But, that gives you a good variety, a good place to, jump around and see the fun stuff and kind of keep it interesting. I hope that you guys are excited about that. I thought it was a lot of fun. And then what I plan on doing is, like, let's say you guys pick out number 2, right? That's this one here. So since this one was pulled, when it gets pulled, I'm going to paint the details on it. And that's how we will, then the next week we come back, I'll show you the details on it again. And then we will put that back in to the house and continue from there. Hello, Kane Kim and Suzanne Goulet, Mateo Riviera, welcome in, and Miss Bridget, welcome in. Now, let's get to our prizes from last month, which we are picking 2. Okay. You can see number 1 is automatically on the screen. And we had 47 super chats last month. So I'm going to put it from 1 to 47. There we go. And we are going to choose 2 winners. Both get the same price. And I will show those in just a minute. Generate number 8. Number 8 is Dee's Creative Hands. There you go. Dee's Creative. So you guys can let Miss D know that she has won if you would like, or if she comes in here later, you're more than welcome to shout at her and let her know. I'm not going to hunt her down, but she does have until next Sunday night at midnight to get a hold of me and claim her prize, which is this great big beautiful pumpkin and sunflower bag with a nice brown inside. It also comes with the hook and needle bag. And where'd it go? Aha, there it is. And a notions pouch. So that whole set will go to Miss D. And we have another set that is exactly like this set that we'll choose the winner for now. So still at number 8. Number 26. I know this lady's in the house. There we go. Miss Deborah Richardson. Congratulations, my friend. You have won the other bag. Put a mark by those so I remember. Here we go. Congratulations, ladies. Congratulations, Miss Deborah. And of course, I can mail that to you, or next time we get together, I will make sure to bring it along, which we need to be doing that one of these days here soon anyways. So with the beginning of the year coming, I've been doing a lot of reflecting. Right, it's way past time, way past time. Been doing a lot of reflecting on the way that I do my channel. Obviously this last couple months has been not the best. I've not gotten many videos out. I haven't made all my lives, but that was unforeseen circumstances that kept me away. But I say that to say that I need to get better about getting videos out to you guys at a consistent intervals and whatnot. Now, I did try some things this last year, such as having set videos on set days. And, well, as you guys have seen, that just isn't for me. As much as I love the idea of being super organized and super on task and stuff like that, my ADD, adult attention disorder, it doesn't really allow for that. As hard as I try, I have a hard time keeping up with those kinds of things. And it really does kill my creative juices. You're very welcome, Miss Demetra. It's always wonderful to have you as part of the membership family. Not that, being a member or not being a member makes a whole lot of difference because I need to get better about getting that stuff done too. Um, yeah. So I've been doing a lot of thinking, and as much as I truly love to do my stash down, um, I'm not even getting that done. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to continue with collecting the ball bands that I finish up and whatnot, because I do still have plenty of yarn to be stashed down and gotten out of the house. What I'm going to do moving forward is tell everybody that is part of Stash Down that if they want to continue with Stash Down, I will continue to watch those videos and cheer them on. And I hope that they do continue with Stash Down. Whether they do it the way they're doing it now or they move on to the way that I'm planning on doing it, which is keeping all my ball bands together. Ew, what the? Oh my, yuck. Mm. I am so sorry, guys. I'm very sorry you. Ew. Um, anyways. I hope that my friends do continue with their Stash Down initiative and they keep enjoying that. However, I'm going to just save my ball bands and like July, I'll let you guys know what I've gotten up to, or maybe I'll go all the way to the end of the year. Um, Either way, I'm gonna just track it that way. Once or twice a year, do a little video about it and tally it up and whatnot. Um, just keeping with the getting it out on time. I feel really awful when I don't get things out on time. And I don't want to keep feeling like I'm failing. Um, and as far as doing like make alongs and stuff like that, if you guys want to make something along with me, great. If you don't, I understand. Um, I want to do things as a community over this way. I just cannot keep up with everyone else's stuff. So I have a hard time with initiating something over here because I feel like, well, if I didn't participate in their stuff, why would they want to participate in mine? But I need to get over that as well. Um, so we're going to do some changing, try some new stuff, figure out what works best for the Queen's Crafts family, and not worry about the rest of it because I'm putting stress on myself that there's no need to put stress um, on me for. And yeah, I blocked it and it keeps coming back. Hey, Tamer, how you doing, sweetheart? I'm so sorry, guys. I'm sorry you're having to read some jackass like that tonight. Let me write you guys down and thank you very much. I will do a little something for you in just a minute. Thank you, Miss Denise Lee and Miss Cindy Lou. And Miss Sally, thank you very much. And Miss Deborah. That is fucking ridiculous. Grow the hell up. Yeah. Well, thank you, Miss Denise, Cindy Lou, Sally Stephen, and Deborah Richardson. We'll say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, let's see if I can do that. I gotta remember how to do that now. Oh, it's over here. Mm, there. That should help that. Hello, Crafty. Hey, Miss Terry. How are you, sweetheart? Yeah, that's ridiculous. Hey, Chris. How you doing, sweetheart? Hey, Miss Bonnie. How are you? We've had morons in the house, and I say morons in the most disrespectful way possible. So, uh, hopefully they'll be gone now, and the grown-ups can enjoy their time together. Oh no, Miss Terry. I sure hope that you don't get the crud, and I hope everybody that does have it gets better soon. Because, oh, it was awful this time. Well, I suppose frozen is better than having to read all that junk. Ugh, God. Like, what's ever going to get a real female's attention and or a real person's attention, anyways? My goodness. Not good attention, anyways. Yes, hopefully that is all over and done. Miss Ivy came in. I missed her. Oh, yep, there she is. Hey, Miss Ivy, welcome in. Excuse me. I don't get it often, thankfully, and I think it's because I don't go to a lot of the sketchy channels or the grow channels or whatever. I pretty much stay in my little pond, which is, one reason I don't grow, but it's also one reason that I don't get a whole lot of trolls. That and I mean, if we look right up, right there, if you can see him sitting there, I have a cute little boy troll, and then right next to him is a cute little girl troll. And then right there, we got a Smurf, right? So we have all the trolls required for one U2 Live. You know, we are not in need of any other trolls. Hopefully, that one that came around will tell his buddies that we are good here. Yeah, I wouldn't want to mess with Bonnie either. Now I'm just, she might get you. We've had all kinds of packages showing up this week, of course, with getting ready for Yule and for Christmas for my sister's family. Um, so it's been kind of a little crazy around here for boxes and whatnot, but we got some cool stuff in is that I let the king have his early and he let me have mine early. We got a pair of chaps each so that we can go out riding next weekend for Toys for Tots and not be so cold out there in the December weather while we're riding the bike. So that'll be awesome. And I did a little what you call it? I attached my first patches. So we got that one there in the front, and we got all those in the back. It was the first time I ever put anything like this onto anything. It was a little nerve-wracking, but I think it turned out pretty good. Oh. Yes, we're going to go on the Toys for Tots toy run. And then the following week, we are going on I think the following week it is. I might have them backwards. It's either the following week we're doing a veterans ride where we're having a helicopter escort, or it's our Christmas party. And then the following week after that is the vets ride. I can't remember 100% for sure, but it's going to be a lot of fun either way, and doing stuff for especially the veterans is something very close to my heart, as we have quite a few military veterans in my family. And of course, I love doing stuff for the kids. So it's going to be a very, very busy December, but I plan on trying to get a few things done, and hopefully I'll be able to record some of it and kind of take you guys along. That's the plan anyways. have to figure out, my microphone doesn't work with my old phone, so I have to find out if it will work with my new phone so that I can record my videos, because I still have not figured out where exactly the webcam puts the videos that it records for me. I still have not found them, and the king just has not had time between work and school to go in there and help me find them. So we're working on it. Yeah, it's a little different when there's snow on the ground. You probably don't want to get out on the motorcycle with the snow. Uh, but luckily here in South Carolina, at least this part of South Carolina, if we ever do see snow, it's enough to put a dusting on the ground, and by noon it's gone. Now, we do get some nasty ice sometimes. And because of the way they don't clear around the power lines, we end up without power when we get ice storms like that, because trees snap off and fall on the power lines and it's a mess. But luckily, it's not something we have to deal with real often. Yeah, no, Chicago is not the place I would want to be trying to do anything outdoors on the motorcycle in December, for sure. Oh, 5 inches of that. Oh my. Yeah, now it's time for the bus the snowmobile out. Well, 5 inches really isn't enough for the snowmobile. I mean, a little riding around the yard maybe, but depends on how packy it is. Now, that's one thing I absolutely loved doing when I was younger, was getting all bundled up and jumping on the snowmobile. I'm sure you got tons of snow, Miss Demetra, all the way up there in Canada. It's beautiful, but yeah, I rather not. Uh, I don't mind the snow. It's the cold I have a problem with. And here, like, I can wear a zip up hoodie no thicker than a normal sweater most of the winter. I might need a winter jacket like 3 or 4 days a year. Right? Same, Miss Deborah, same. Gives me the chills just thinking about that. Whew. And while they were here, we did decide that the kids and my sister will be coming over for Yule or Christmas this year. Hello, Misty. Guess what, Misty? You are a winner. You won our bag prize. Um, our live bag prize. It's this bag here, a hook and needle bag, and a notions pouch. So just letting you know you won. Wow, snowing already. Oy. Well, thank you, Miss Michelle. Are you and Granny D all done uh with your Moonshine Gang live? Let's see. Okay. Just want to make sure. Oh, awesome. I hope that you guys had a good live tonight and had a good turnout. I was hanging out with Granny D and Michelle, and then I went over and was hanging out with Diana D and oh, what's her name? It was right there, and then it went bloop. She makes pretty quilted bags. Oh shoot, I can't remember. Hey, Granny D, welcome in. Thank you very much for the raid. And Laura's Block Ministry, welcome in. Yoga and then paid some bills. Well, the yoga sounds nice. Well, thank you very much, Miss D. Paula Mint, that's it. And I even have her as friends on Facebook. My memory sucks. So sorry, Miss Paula. But she does. She makes gorgeous quilted bags. Yes, if you wouldn't mind, please smash that thummy. Let's see. And then let's see, we'll go and get this started. There we go. We'll start that collection. If you would like to be considered in being drawn for our monthly live giveaway, please do put in the word royalty. We will pick 5 winners to automatically go in. Just my way of saying thank you for showing up and spending some time with me in the live and, not being one of those icky people that we don't want to have around. Hello, Miss Sandra. Welcome in. And Heidi B, welcome in. And if I have missed anybody, I am so sorry. Oh, Dying Yarn. Pretty. Are you still waiting until January to do your next live dye sale, D, or have you changed your mind? Asking for a friend. It's not. Let me see. Let's go back. I might have put a space at the end. Let me see. Come on. There we go. Yep, that's what I did. Sometimes I accidentally hit the space bar, and then if you don't hit the space bar, it doesn't go in, which is really silly because you can't see if I hit the space bar or not. So I just had to re-put it in without the space bar. Awesome. Well, that'll give people time to save up for the ones that they really, really want, especially if they want more than uh, just a couple. So that's awesome. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's nothing worse than having your animal pails, their water pails freeze, and you got to go out there and get it all, thawed out for them. And oh, well, thank you very much for the thumb, Miss Tina. I hate that it's doing the at symbol things again here on YouTube. Ugh, pain in the tuchus. All right, we have 21 entries and 24 people in the house. So I am going to assume that everybody that wanted in is in. So we are going to draw 5 names. Good luck, my friends. Flowers Crochet Creations. That's Miss Tammy. Okay. Miss Cindy Lulu. Knit, purl, and scroll with Granny D. Two more to go. Miss Demetra, the naked snail. Congratulations. And last but not least, well, how did we're going to redo that again. I'm going to give Miss Demetra it because it pulled her up again, but I'm going to pull another one because I think I probably set something wrong. And Miss Flower Tammy again. Well, okay. I know for sure I set something wrong. Okay, Miss Cindy Lulu. I guess everybody gets 2 tonight because this is just crazy. Okay. Oh, Miss Tina, that is the most beautiful. Is that one of those mandala rocks? And to make it fair, everybody that got pulled tonight, I'm giving you 2. Okay. There we go. It is a, oh, okay. Well, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Hi, hello, Miss Diane Major. How are you tonight? Hello, Mr. Jonathan. Welcome in. Just to show you guys, everybody that got drawn, you are on there twice. And we will draw that the first live of next month. So the first live of January. Just a heads up for friends that haven't been here that long. In January on the 11th, we will be having a massive birthday party blowout as we do every year because I like to celebrate my birthday with you guys. If you would like to come up on panel, take part in the live in that way, you are more than welcome to. Please do reach out and let me know so that I can send you the link when we get to that point. Well, thank you, Miss Diane. I'm feeling much, much better. And if you guys are into the spooky, the paranormal, or just the, you know, fun sounds that you can hear with the little boxes that you go out in the woods with or whatever, check out Crossover Paranormal. Mr. Jonathan does an awesome thing over on his channel. He goes and he spirit box. He takes the spirit box out, and sometimes you hear things that you're not quite sure what it is that you're hearing, or something like, stuff like that out there in the woods. And he asks questions to see if he can get any answers, just investigating the paranormal. So if that's something that you're into, check him out. It is a good time, and it's really good people in the chat. Some of our crochet people are over there. Totally fun. Oh my goodness, no way. So we have another beautiful Bridget with a birthday in January. That is awesome. Excuse me. Yeah, it I absolutely love spending my birthday with you guys every year. It's my way of knowing that I get good people to spend the day with. I'm quite often spending the day solo. Not that the king, doesn't want to be here with me, but, work. And I don't like him to take a holiday or a vacation day, you know, 11 days into the year. I figured probably better save on to those just in case we actually want to go places, do things, whatnot. So when he's working, generally we don't get to spend a whole lot of time together on my birthday. And my sister lives so far away, and I don't really have much family outside of that. So it's my way of knowing for sure that I'm going to have amazing people to spend the day with, which at the end of the day is what I really, really want. I hear you, Miss Deborah. I hear you. Oh, you're very welcome, Jonathan. I wish I had better, the right vocabulary to explain everything and what it is that you do over there, but I do enjoy personally hanging out over there with you. So I like to tell my friends about my friends. Mm, 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 mm. Yummy, yummy, yummy. So recently, I was on Facebook Marketplace. Awful place to be, I tell you. But I was on Facebook Marketplace, and one of the local witchy shops um, decided that she was going to close. And her shop was located in um, the flea market. So she just had a very small little area. And I had gone, I bought sage and whatnot from her, smudge sticks a couple times. And she put everything that she had left in her shop on Facebook Marketplace for like $200. I didn't have $200 to just go buy a random lot of witchy stuff. Um, but I, was watching the post, and I asked her, if I could come to her shop and just buy what it is that I wanted, if she didn't sell the whole lot. And she said, sure, she was going to be there for just a couple more weeks before she officially closed everything out. And I was more than welcome to come in and see her when I had time. Well, I kept watching the price go down and down. She went from like 200 to like 175, down to 150, down to 140, 140. And finally, I had told her that, I'll come see you on Sunday. That's when I have time. Um, we're out of town today. And then she said, great, fine. I said, but I can't afford, the 140 or whatever. I said, the very best I could possibly do is like 120. And she's like, great, fine. It's yours. I'm like, what? Well, I went and I got 4 great big boxes of witchy fun stuff. Candles, pins, tarot cards, oracle cards, uplifting books, little, notebooks that you can write in and whatnot. And there was also like 4 bags that were like little surprise bags. They had like incense cones in them and like pins and a particular color candle or whatever. And I tell you all that to show you this pin here, because I think when I pulled this pin out of the little fun bag, the first thing that popped into my head was Mama G. Does that just not scream our wonderful, fabulous Mama G? Also Rusty. Um, but it was just like, oh my goodness, look at that. I love finding stuff that reminds me of our friends here on YouTube. It's like just little pieces of them. I'm like, oh, and there's even like a little crow right here sitting on what I think of this one like a raven, and I think of this one like a crow. I think they're meant to be the same bird, but I don't know, because of the size difference, that's how I was looking at it. And I had to smile so big when, and instantly started thinking of Mama G when I pulled that out. Now, this one, I'm not sure what this was supposed to be. It's like a cup with extreme energy, and the contents of the cup just come flying out. But then we got some cool stickers. And, if you're not into tarot cards, I just look at them as kitty stickers. Pretty gray kitty. Another pretty little gray kitty. And then a beautiful calico kitty. It's a cat in a cup. You know, that might exactly be what that is. You might have, now that you say that, you're right. Because look, there's the tail. Oh, this way. There's the tail. And there's his little ears. One little ear, two little ears, and those little eyeballs sticking out the cup. I think you got that dead on, Chris. That is awesome. I did not see that. That's too funny. Your hair in a ponytail? Yeah, that would have been mine back in my high school days. It was always up in a ponytail. I actually had to cook tonight. Haven't had to do that since Thanksgiving. I made taco crunch wraps. Ooh, so yummy. And tomorrow night I am going to make some tinga up. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, that's awesome, Miss Deborah. You donate your hair. Oh, Jen says I need to show Dee what she won. Okay, a taco crunch wrap. The way that I make them, because I don't generally do the tostadas. Tostadas are great big giant corn chips that you can get in the Hispanic aisle, at your local grocery store, but you can use just corn tortilla chips too. Um, so you take a tortilla, and now I use nacho cheese sauce because I like, the nacho spiciness of it. You put nacho cheese spice down in the center of your tortilla, and you put your lettuce, your onions, your tomatoes, your veggie part of your taco that you like, whatever the way you like it. And then you put either the tostada or the corn chips on in the middle, again on top. And then you put your hamburger and your fried beans, like your refried beans. If you like refried beans, this is of course something that you can make to your liking. You can, and then you fold in your ends of your this, the rim of your tortilla into the middle, creating a pocket. You put that on a pan and you brown your tortilla. You flip it, or you brown your tortilla, you flip it over, you brown the other side. You can pull it out, and then you can add just a little bit of sour cream on the top if you like, some jalapenos. Otherwise, you can put them inside too. The only thing I do after generally is the sour cream, because I don't want my sour cream to get hot. I prefer it to be on the outside, but you can also put your taco sauce, your cheddar cheese, however you want to do your taco. Wrap it all up, and then it's the same thing like you would get at Taco Bell, just way better. Okay. I see Dee seen her prize, so we don't need to do that. And we have to write down Miss Granny D and Miss Deborah Richardson. Thank you very much, ladies. I'm doing absolutely wonderful, Jennifer. How are you, sweetheart? And yeah, I really like the crunch wraps because you're getting, a soft shell taco, but at the same time, it's got that crunchy bit. And I'm not much for salt and all that. But every once in a while, I want just a little bit of salt. I want something a little crunchy, and that's perfect for me. It's crunchy, but it doesn't cut my mouth all up. It's very good. Thank you, Miss Terry. And for you ladies, we'll go, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Excuse me. I still can't do that without giggling. I tell you, it feels so good to be back and hanging out with you guys. I have missed you so very much. We got very, very close to our goal tonight. Didn't quite get there, but that's all right. I'm not quite set up yet. And I'm going to go through it one more time before we head on out of here, just so the people that weren't here in the beginning will know what's going on. Thank you, Miss Terry. I believe so, because I got them set for all colors, but I know the stickers don't count and the chats do. I don't know. And then I think we ran out of time. Yep, the goal ended. But that's okay. And I got to write her down again. Oh, okay. So, long story short, I got the spooky prize house is what we're gonna call it, so that it fits year round. This is our treasure house or our prize house. There are 31 boxes in this house. Obviously, the prizes won't fit in the boxes, not all of them, anyways. So I'm going to make up some tags and put them in our house. And then when we hit our goal, the people that put in to hit the goal one of them people will be drawn separately from that night, and they will be given a choice of picking one of the 31 boxes. They will be filled up after tonight. I have just figured out tonight exactly what I wanted to put in and how many of each. So let's say we hit our goal and the person picks number 9. So I would open up number 9. Now, if it's stitch markers, they will be inside. If it's stickers, more than likely, they will be inside as long as they fit. If it's a cake cozy, it might be inside because it will fit. Now, if it's a hank of yarn, obviously, I cannot put a full hank of yarn in this little tray. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write up a tag, and it will say hand-dyed hank of yarn, hand-spun hank of yarn, bag set, the ones that don't fit. So you will choose your box, and the next week I'll come back, it'll be painted, and that prize will be added to our monthly live winnings. There will be in this house somewhere one hand-dyed hank of yarn. There will be one hand-spun hank of yarn, 3 tea pouches, 5 stitch markers, 5 items crafted by me, whether it might be something painted by me, something etched by me, something cross-stitched by me, something that's not already in the box. There'll be 5 of those. There will be 3 small bags, such as a 100-gram cake sack, the takeout bag, something like that. There will be 2 medium-sized bags. One of my knot bags, something like that. There will be 5 cake cozies. There will be 1 medium bag set. Or no, 1 bag set, doesn't say size. Sorry about that. There will be 3 spots where there are stickers and 2 spots where there are sun catchers. Now, obviously, we don't do 31 lives a month, so we're not going to pick all 31 prizes out in a month, but that gives us a fun little game to play as we are racking up prizes for our monthly live. I hope that you guys enjoy that. It's something that I thought would be a lot of fun and something that other channels are not doing. I don't want to be copycat and do like everybody else. But if I see a fun idea that other people are doing, I do like to try to incorporate that in my own way on the channel here. So, and Miss D, D's Creative Hands, she is like the queen of giving stuff out. And she inspires me so much with all the handcrafted items that she gives out that I had to say, I had to put in some, handcrafted fun stuff in there from me as well, because, sharing is caring, and we all do so many crafts and can inspire each other in so many ways that I thought that would be a cool way of sending people some stuff that maybe they don't craft and maybe they could look into trying sometime. Love you too, Miss D. I love you all so very much. You all inspire me to do better every single day. I don't always make it, but I do really try. And with the wood stove going, I have such an urge to order some fiber and do some fiber dyeing with the wood stove. So there might be some of that coming up. And, not this month because I can't afford to get it. But maybe next month I will get some yarn and do some yarn dyeing with the wood stove as well. I really like dyeing with the wood stove. Not that the stove makes a difference in the color, but it does make a difference in my energy consumption. And it puts a lot of nice steam in the air, so we don't end up, having static electricity all over the place. There you go. Well, I tell you what, Miss Diane, you come on over and I'll make you up some calzones and some bread and some cinnamon rolls, and we'll even throw together some of the great big yummy scrumptious pretzels. Mm-hmm. Yum yum yum. Yeah, I absolutely love to bake and cook for others. It is definitely my love language. It is the way that I show people how much I care about them when I don't always have the right words. Well, thank you, Miss Jennifer. Yeah, I think part of it is being Italian and growing up in a home where um, we didn't always get taught the best relationship with food. Um, but there, if you went home hungry from grandma's house, from my mother's house, it was definitely your fault, because there was always plenty of, and always, they would make it for you or show you how to make it. So it's just a way that my family expressed how much they cared for each other. And it was the entire family, all the aunties come together. heck, even my father was a military cook, and he is now the resident baker of the family now that my grandmother has passed on. When he says he's making up cinnamon rolls, literally orders come flying in because he will only do it a couple times a year. They take quite a while to make, but everybody absolutely loves it when he does. And, that's just something that was, deep inside me from the time I was little is gotta cook, gotta bake, gotta make people just, you melt when you got a nice warm tummy full of yummy food. Nothing better. I hear you, Diane. I hear you. And I think it is easier to get yourself motivated to do those things when you have appreciative people around you to enjoy those things. Um Now, like I said, cooking is my love language, and I do love myself very, very much. But if I have to cook to eat by myself, more than likely, I'm not going to eat. Um, Now, it doesn't matter how sick I am or how tired I am or what's going on. If the king says he's hungry or the stranger down the street says they're hungry, I will be the first one to run into that kitchen and whip up something wonderful for them. I just don't, for me, it's too much. It's just too much. And I shouldn't be that way. But we all have those ways of, we know we should do better, but it's just something in us that we can't quite change that. Oh, for sure, Miss Sally, for sure. Yeah, crocheting for people that truly love what it is that you're making uh, makes it a lot easier to crochet and to keep on task and to keep going. That being said, my sister had told me that the kids weren't really doing Pokemon right now anymore. And, to be fair, they're not playing the Pokemon cards right now. They're not collecting the cards and stuff like that right now. Because, they've got the oldest one and the middle one are both in some sort of band, whether it's orchestra or concert or whatever. They're in some sort of band. And the middle child is also doing soccer and whatnot in quite a few different leagues. As soon as one league ended, the other one started, and he went in from one to the next. So they don't really have time to Pokemon card collect or whatever right now. But when the kids were here for Thanksgiving, and I was asking them what it is that they would like for Christmas this year, so I had some ideas. All of them gave me rather generic ideas, store stuff, at first. But then the youngest one says, Tia, I want Pokemon, because I was talking about the Pokeballs that I sent to Miss Wanda because I was told the kids didn't really want Pokemon no more. Uh, Not mad at it, but I sent all the Pokeballs that I made to Miss Wanda for her grandson and her son, because I wanted them to go to someone that would love them. And then the kids tell me that they want Pokeballs and they want Pokemon. So I'm going to be making more Pokeballs and more Pokemon. The youngest one wants some of the evolutions, which I have all the patterns for the evolutions. One of them wants Charmander, and oh shoot, I can't remember what the oldest one wanted. I'll have to ask her again. But I'm going to be making more Pokemon. I know it's not been a favorite on the channel to see, but the kids love them and I love making them stuff like that. So coming forward here, once I get the 3 Kraken hats that are ordered done, I am going to be back on Pokemon duty. So I will be showing those off to you guys again real soon. Right, right. Now I gotta make them all over again. Right, there we go. That is a great way of looking at it, Miss Deborah. That was just practice. All 25 of them. They actually they only take like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and that's when you're first, getting the pattern in your head, because there's only, like, 4 rounds of increasing, something like that, and then, like, 2 or 3 rounds of just straight single, 2 slip stitch rounds, a couple rounds of straight singles, I think, or no, not even. Don't lie, I'm telling lies. It's increasing, slip stitch round, decreasing. So, I mean, they're not hard to make. It's getting all the pieces made and sewing all the little pieces on that take the time. And that's really not hard. It's especially now that I've got the great big giant, 8 and 10-inch needles that I can sew through. It really isn't hard at all. Ooh, sound like a lush. Well, all right, everybody. We have been here for just a little over an hour and 17 minutes. I am going to get off and run away so I can make up my tags and yeah, that I grew up around a family of alcoholics, so you start hiccuping like that, you lush. uh But I have enjoyed spending time with you guys tonight. I'm going to get all my tags put into the prize house for next week. And hopefully next week we will get to draw some out. We had a slow night tonight, which is all right. I haven't been around in a few weeks, so I figured it was going to be slow. Um, January is a busy month too, or December is a busy month. We're all crocheting to get our Christmas gifts ready and done, or shopping to get our Christmas gifts, ready and done. So stay safe, my friends. We will see you next time. I will have some videos out for you very soon. I promise. I have some stuff from the last month that I have gotten done that I want to show you guys. So some of it will be, a little late coming, but I'm sure you will enjoy it nonetheless. Until next time, please do keep crafting your happiness. Bye for now, my friends. I love you.